there, and then kind of continue all the way south around.
Yeah, but that takes even.
But then you go, and then you go into that mountainy area. If you have 32 people trying to cross one mountain, then you're gonna go like Alexander the Great and just kind of mess it up. Wasn't it him who did that? Who crossed the mountains in the snow?
I couldn't tell you.
I thought you'd studied history.
No.
No, I don't know anything about history. Alexander the Great, didn't he cross the mountains with elephants and stuff? Like the snowy, he went through a snowstorm or something like that?
I don't know, that sounds fun.
I don't think it was, because they lost like a lot of soldiers doing so. But that's what I was trying to say, that if you want to cross the mountains, like from the south side, like if you make a line from Los Hijos up to Chumacera, if they want to run around there with 32 players, they will get spotted, and they will get killed.
100%.
Most likely, at least.
It's, you can see the players sort of trying to make their way out from Minas. They're still going, still looting. The circle has started to shift as well, and Upazek still looting up, getting some fours and things. But you can see a lot of the German players have already made it into the circle. There's a fair few already kind of in the center, or you know, sort of making their way towards the center in the central hills. So that's going to be a big issue for Finland already.
Yeah, see Turbo Banani. I mean, all the Finnish players. I think they are starting to realize now that we have two options here. Either we push center and take it. I can tell them it's already too late, and I think they realize that too. The second option is, and that's what they've been messing up the last two games. If we can't do that, then we need to play like the Greeks do. Go full, like all 32 in the same vehicle if that was possible. Yeah. All 32 full speed, push together, take a fight. Because we've yet to see Finland have a fight where even just 25 of their players were in the same engagement. On the first game on the military side, they have players trying to cross north around. There was like 5-6 players. They never got to help before the majority of the Finnish players were dead. And then last game, they had that whole bunch up on the northern side that never got to engage the fight with their teammates. So for Finland, I think their main task now is to find a way to fight together.
Yeah, I think you're right. But I mean, the fact that they're so split up already is going to take so long to even get to that point where they can fight together. And then by that point, they're probably half dead, unfortunately.
You would assume so. Of course, we'll have to. I mean, we'll have to see where the next circle goes. If it goes north into Monte, of course, then and the Finnish has to push downhill into that city, then I think we can pretty much count them out. But if it goes south, I mean, even if it goes south, I'm not sure that they necessarily get the win, because it's such a hilly, such a difficult area to traverse through, and it's hard enough if you're 2 or 4 players. But if you're 32 trying to go unnoticed through a valley, I mean, that's just not gonna happen.
No, definitely not. You'll just get completely blown up and and you know, smithereens. Well, they're going to rotate through Los Llanos, which is, I mean, perfectly fine. There's no one.
It makes sense. Makes sense.
Just trying to cut some corners here to make sure they group up. But in fact, actually, it looks like some of the. Oh, okay. Actually, well, okay. A flush comes out already. Kowo goes down. He was out in the open, it seems.
Need to get away again. Trying to go aggressive. They want. I mean, I think the Finnish just want anything inside this circle. They know they were going to be late to it. Now they have this compound here that you can see. But it is also a deep valley position that is not easy to play from, and at least it's not easy to get away from. Should you be forced to move next circle?
No, exactly. But that's what you want to see. That's you want to see. I think it's Finland taking down some Germany players. That's good to see on rotation. You know, they're showing some sort of dominance there, but there is still a few actual German players on the northern side of the circle that haven't quite gotten in yet. So they are not full strength just yet. But same with the Finnish players too.
Yeah, they're all waiting for that last group of players to make their way towards them. Seems like Levi has made his way up towards the... Well, he's a frontline soldier, we can call him. And the circle actually goes south. It's gonna head mainly over, as you can see here, to the, I guess, the mountain side that the German players have taken focus on. Now, what do the Finnish players do here? Do they push further around south? Do they try to take Val del Mar, maybe even? There are a lot of different ways to approach this, and I'm very curious to see how the Finnish react to this shift.
Yeah, I think a lot of the German players obviously concentrate on this sort of the center mountain side here, and it looks like it's like the Finnish players are pulling up to it in the sense of trying to sort of take some sort of ground, and then what I hope they'll do is put some more players around Valley Del Mar and push up from there. So it essentially just creating some sort of like enfilade effect where there's they just have pure line of sights down their cover.
One thing's for sure, it's going to be difficult in Finland, already being 2 maps behind. I really think I mean, had they had a chance to decide, I don't think they would have wanted to have to play Sanok and Vikendi, but they better be prepared for it, because if we go into all 5 maps, those are the next 2.
Yeah. And
for Germany, I don't think they want to have it to come down to either Vikendi or Sanok either, so they, I think, really want to finish it off here.
Yeah, 100%. I think so too. Nox coming in though, back and forth. Mio and Katzen taking down a few players from Finland. Not quite flushed out just yet. We'll have to have to wait and see if that comes about. Chris with some nade. That's a good nade. Yeah, there we go. Does get the knock. So Propalia does go down, and Great School pushing on the building. They're trying to. I mean, they're either pushing it or they're trying to hold it. I'm not quite sure exactly who pushed this and who's holding it, but
good combination of both.
Yeah, seems like it.
Fortunate that Rax was allowed to jump on in there without getting killed when he was bolting. This seems to be a German defense with Finnish players trying to get up the hill. New circle is going to pop now as well. Where are we going? Oh, Finland. Are they going to disengage now, or are they already in too deep? Because they have their players. I mean, okay, everyone but 5 players, it's way more than half, have actually decided to push up the mountain. But can they get back down? You can see how committed they are here. They've dipped the vehicles and all. Are they going back down? They should, in my opinion.
I think they should send a few players back off just to cover their lines of sight.
They're all running.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. It looks like they're going to back off. Actually, they're going to go back off towards the ridges and the hills, just further eastwards.
I like this disengage. I really like this disengage. Yeah. It's just, I mean, now they're halfway there. They took the fight to Germany. They lost players. Fortunately, they got some German players down too. But should this next circle go west again, they have to, I mean, the vehicles are already damaged from the first time they went up that hillside.
Yeah.
Should the next circle go west again, they have to go up that hill again, but with busted vehicles, and I believe a lot of them are going to blow up before they even get there.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, if Germany take full control of it, then yeah, for sure.
They're going to give them full control. I mean, there's only 3 players left. It's Jupsig, it's Pelsic, he's been knocked already, and there's one more player down south. No, it's only those 2. Yeah. It's only Jupsig and Pelsic being knocked. So Jupsig is by himself on that hillside, and seems like they've just completely given up. I like the disengage. We don't, as we say, we don't normally see disengages in this. Yeah. It's mainly, okay, 3, 2, 1, let's fight, and then once the fight starts, you don't really give a crap about where the circles go. But I like the read here. Yeah,
this is quite nice. You've got some few players trying to reposition. You've got a few players trying to reposition from the German side on the southern side of the circle, and it looks like they're trying to make some sort of move. I'm not quite sure. You see it sort of here in a sense. They're trying to make a sort of move around the southern side.
They don't want to have to cross. Like, I don't think any German players want to push down the open mountainside where all the Finnish players. You can see here this mountain here. Nobody from Germany wants to run down that hill with all the Finnish players looking at them. So I think they're right now saying, if it goes west, we'll just go back up.
Oh,
they should run north instead.
I mean,
they need to push around. They need to come. They need to continue.
They go back up and up. Yeah,
no, they can't go back up. They need to continue around.
They need to keep going. I mean, yeah,
they have to keep running.
Where the circle goes, they need to keep going and just push. Just keep pushing.
This will be the better DMR wins. I mean, no fairness, there's going to be so much open engagement. There's going to be no close fighting at all, I would assume. And, of course, the Finnish players will most likely try to line them up and hold out the Germans, because we're in phase 4. It's going to start hurting quite a bit, and it's closing in just 25 seconds. And if we are playing with open or with public settings, then that blue will be much faster than the players running uphill.
Yeah, you're right. Katzen and I'm not sure who that is. Northwest, I think?
Northwest, yeah.
He's they're both pushing in from the northern side, and I don't know how they got caught out or at least split off from the group, but this could actually possibly work out in their favor if they can, sort of stay alive and be the sort of the players behind enemy lines essentially. Tripson does get down Vasco as well. That was a close range fight from the southern side.
Oh, they're pushing up the road, and I don't think they were expecting this. The Finnish players, you can see how they called out a pretty big chunk of them. Now the Germans need to keep pushing because they need to make room for their teammates coming in from behind. If you stop as player one when you get inside the circle. It's like when you're trying to get out of the stage. I remember that from theater. When you try to get off stage, and the first guy, like 15 people just sang a song together, the first guy stops as soon as he gets out, and then the other 19 will never get off the stage because they're like just blocking. So as soon as these Finnish players get it, they need to keep pushing forward to help push the boundary, and that's exactly what they do. You see, every time they get a knock, keep running because you have more players coming in behind you.
Yeah, 100%. And I totally agree with that analogy there for sure. It's makes perfect sense. Micah, oh god, he's taking a lot of shots onto Nuki there. Nuki's super low. Looks like Micah's gonna push though. He wants the kill for sure.
They've found them, and this is what you were talking about. Cats in Northwest, there's a chance to push it around the side. They're coming over the top, but they might be in for a little more they can chew off here. Now they do get 2 knocks. Flush not in there just yet, but they're buying so much time for their teammates to push forward.
I don't know, there's a player down to his left there. Seneki does get the flush onto Northwest. And lots more kills coming in. Seneki's doing well here, just down the bottom. He's trying to defend his, as best he can. He's kind of in front of everyone, really, in front of the whole German lineup, and the rest of his team's kind of backed off towards the southern Chumasera sort of factory area.
Finland has been running for 2.5 circles now, and Germany seems unstoppable in their push forward. Sneaky and MJO down on the south side. They found one Sneaky. The elimination on towards him. I am not just based on the fact that Finland is constantly disengaging. At some point, that back against the wall won't move anymore.
Yeah.
And with a shift like this, I think Germany just won it.
Yeah. The circle just shifted southwest, and this Germany has pretty much all the advantage now. I want to see the group of Finnish players on the northwestern side do something more, like push somewhere, push up close towards a ridge to try and take some control. And
the way for Finland to win this game is if the circles keep going northwest, because they will force players from Germany out into the open field. You can see right now they've gotten hilltop control, actually, Germany. If this game ends in the northwest compound, not down here but further northwest, then maybe there's a chance. Right now, Germany just needs to wait. All the Finnish players have to pretty much leave Chumasera, or the industrial side of it, and with their high ground position, there's nothing Finland can do to prevent it.
100%, totally agree with that. And true believer, Sane, they pushed up pretty close towards this red brick compound. You've got quite a few Finnish players in front of you, so good luck with that one. But as we see, they're still selling the compound northwest. They're not really trying to make any moves at all, which I still don't really agree with too much. You want to sort of deny ground as much as you can, because that's essentially what's hurting them here.
Where do they go though? I think that's the question. There's a big open field. There's nothing you can play. Well, look at the control. Look at the high ground position. When they have the position that they do, there's nothing you can play from where Germany are to that compound up north. There's literally nothing in between when they are as high above as they are. Had it been 100 meters lower, it would have been a whole different story. But look, you can see the vision that he has up here. Yeah. There is nowhere they can play from. The ridge they have back there right now is out of the circle.
Yeah, you're totally right, actually. To be fair, and I think they're trying to rotate out Finland out of the southern Chumasera area, and it's just not working out. They're losing players left, right, and center. Rustamar and Mikaz. Mikaz, I think, is dead as well. So it's just Rustamar sort of on this northern side.
The only way they can win this game, Finland, in a 9 versus 19 match is if that next circle hard shifts to the compound we're looking at right here.
Yeah.
This will be their final defense. They are sitting on, I want to say, 10 to 15% of the circle, and they need not a shift in that direction. They need a hard shift on that compound.
Yes.
In order to stay alive here.
100%, exactly. I totally agree with that. And I mean, you see Vorex actually sort of pushed up pretty close as well. I mean, you've got his own teammates shooting at, because he's so pushed up that they don't even realize.
Oh, well. Circle goes south. Oh, guys. So now, now for Germany. Don't YOLO this.
Yeah.
They are. Oh my lord, Mukke, that headshot. Whew.
Oh.
Ow.
Wow, he did get the knock.
Ow. That was a good one. Unfortunately, they're 5 now versus 18. But I don't want Germany to throw this. Finland are extremely good players, and the guys sitting up here in particular are really good players too. Don't just go, okay, let's pan them, or whatever. You need to win this game, and you need to secure your spot in the next round.
Yeah, 100%. Vorex pushing over. He's getting aggressive now with his, now he's got backup. He's ready to go. Same with him. And I mean, there's so many knocked players on the wall here up top.
Last player alive, Willow. Oh, he is gonna be crying in that corner. What can you do, buddy? Maybe you can get yourself a rest. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. Willow's been spotted now. Shots coming in. He's by himself. Will it be Vorix to get the final kill that will kick off the Finnish team here of the upper bracket? He's holding, defending 1v18, the panzer in hand.
There we go.
They're ready to be thrown. They're waiting for him. Willow finds Sane. Okay. It's another 17 to go.
He's actually going to res Muke as well, which is surprisingly enough. But I mean, yeah, they got the pans out and they're trying to.
Now it's at the circle though, in circle 6.
Oh no!
Deny kill points.
Yeah, they can't get it either. I don't think.
That's game over. Muke is dead. Not a whole lot more he can do. He's gonna start running, but he is miles out in the open. I don't think Willow is even gonna get out. Nope, ain't gonna happen. Muke is by himself. Pants being thrown forward, as you can see. Come on, Muke, come to us. We want to throw pans.
Oh, they're actually trying to throw the pans. They are, yeah.
It's limited how far you can really throw them, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to at least. He's trying to make it work.
I love it.
It's quite funny.
He's baiting for Jensen.
Yeah.
He's baiting for Jensen. He wants him to kill him so Jensen can take him with the pan. He's waiting on the other side. He's just trying to attract the attention, but Muke still alive. This is what we need in the game, like a shooting practice game mode, you know?
That's what we need with like dancing players.
He missed! He missed! Now he's gonna go for the punch, but it's not gonna work. We're down to 13. Muke, what can you do here? 1 versus 13. I think he's gonna go down.
Yeah, there we go.
nland finds himself the kill, and that is going to be it. 3-0. Germany